I want you to talk to us about your style of dance and your dance.
Okay. My style of dance is stepping. All right. Now, do I have a name for it? Yeah, because I saw some guys when I was coming up. This was in the '90s. So in the '90s, you got to think back. All of the guys that you know, Tip Man was a younger Tip Man. So you think he can kill it you know, before you should have seen him back then.
Whew.
It, Donnie was a younger Donnie. So long story short, my style is based on what Donnie showed me, right? And Donnie was a part of a group called the High Steppers. And the High Steppers was a group of brothers who attracted, a crowd to their sets. And they all had a particular way of doing this dance. And it just, because the group was called High Steppers, it just caught on that this is high stepping. And after a little bit of being in Donnie's class, I asked him I said, Brother Donnie, who do you think was the coldest or is the coldest? And he gave me a name. And I wasn't shocked because Donnie's a humble brother. He didn't say me. He said, he gave me a name and he said, Ice Ray.
Mm.
He said, when he was in his prime, Ice Ray. So one day I went out and I happened to be in the place with the brother and I didn't see it. I didn't understand what Donnie was talking about. I was like, well, I like what you do better. But anyway, talking about my style. My style
Mm.
comes from that. But one day I went out after maybe about 4 or 5 years of being in Donnie's class, and I saw Ice Ray again. And we were at the East of the Rhine, and I saw the light. And I had to come back and tell Donnie, hey, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. So Donnie is a high stepper. Ice Ray would probably just say he's a stepper, but that's that style that he does that Carlos does. Carlos is a
Mm.
high stepper too.
Mm.
Um, when I was in Donnie's class, and I, got to keep bringing this up because this is where my root is. One day in Donnie's class, he introduced me to a brother, and he said, "This is Bill." I'm like, all right. So we greeted each other because he introduced me to him. And Bill said this to me. He said, I know what you want. I'm going to give it to you. And Bill is a high stepper. So he started showing me. Now, Donnie put me on high stepping, right? But Bill kind of finished me. He gave me more of what Ice Ray was known for, right? So he started giving me that. And he started teaching me, he started advancing me. And that's what gave me what you could call my style, because
Mm.
that's my root is what Donnie showed me, that stroll. That stroll is that basis for Donnie's high stepping, right?
Mm.
And then Bill started showing me how to do basically what we call it's really taking a solo. What you gonna do when you let her go?
Mm.
What you gonna do when you let her go? You gotta let her go at some point. If you can't just keep spinning her, that's what you're telling me. You gotta let her go at some point. And when you let her go, you gotta dance. And he started
Mm.
showing me patterns. And because I was already attracted to that style, it was easy for me to accept his help and start incorporating that. And every time Bill would show me something and Donnie would show me stuff, I would take it out on a Friday night the next week and take it to the East of the Rhine and try it out.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
And it worked. So
That's what.
that's the style of stepping that I do, that I really like, and I enjoy seeing it being done, and that's easy for me to do
Mm.
outside of any other style of stepping that high. Matter of fact, I don't know if you saw Pete Frazier put up a video for Black History Month on his
Mm-hmm.
page.
Okay.
I used to watch that video, and we're still talking about my style,
Mm-hmm.
but I used to watch that video at work. I'm at work, and I would be watching that video, playing it over for hours. For hours, watching him do his thing. But that was high stepping. That's high stepping because he danced with his wife, and at some point he break away and he do his thing. But the
Mm-mm.
things that he's doing have names to them.
Mm.
There's names for that stuff, right? So that is my style. Without
Mm.
to repeat myself over and over, that's my style. That's what I like to do is high stepping.